Right, it's time for some more Final Fantasy VII Remake. Right back in. Why are they showing Behemoth here? We gonna have to fight him soon? But how would we fight him? This Chadley's in here somewhere.
This is Midgar, our home, recreated in 1/10,000th scale. As you can see here, the 8 Mako reactors form a ring around the center of our city and keep Midgar running day and night. The Mako which flows beneath our feet is a truly limitless resource. At Shinra, we have developed technologies to extract it and transform it into the fuel and electricity that powers everything we do. Thanks to the miracle of Mako energy, our lives are richer and better than ever before. Mako keeps our lights on at night and made Midgar into the city that never sleeps. A triumph of technology and testament to man's potential.
Nothing but a bunch of lies.
Except that Mako has made people's lives better.
It's made people blind. Blind to the cold, hard truth. Even I used to buy into their bullshit. Remembering that makes me even madder.
Congratulations! You can call yourself a proud Shinra scholar. Now, moving along. Next, you'll learn about our progress in advanced science and technology. Please proceed to the 61st floor, the Visual Entertainment Hall. Welcome to the Visual Entertainment Hall, where we showcase Shinra's cutting-edge technology. Through an immersive visual and audio experience, please relax and enjoy the show.
Wait, is this the VR room that was in Crisis Core?
This place is empty.
It's kind of similar. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what this is supposed to be.
In the distant past, our planet was home to a people we call the Ancients.
Airship.
Many millennia before we discovered Mako, these precursors were already pioneering its use. Somehow they learned of the great reservoir of energy pulsing beneath their feet. And once they had, the Ancients developed the means to harness this bountiful energy and bend it to their will. The fruits of their labors have survived to this very day in the form of certain kinds of materia. Their scripture, too, has endured. We who are born of the planet, with her we speak, her flesh we shape. Unto her promised land shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence, may we take our place in paradise. Alas, the ancients themselves are long gone. 2,000 years ago, a meteor brought an end to their civilization. But before their fiery end, did the ancients find their promised land? Even now, we have only to wonder. Times have changed, and the Shinra Electric Power Company is committed to changing and evolving with them. Like the ancients, we've harnessed the power of Mako. Are they out there watching us? Waiting for us to join them in some blessed corner of the world? A green and verdant land where boundless Mako energy will provide for our every need. Shinra is working for you to fulfill the hope of the ancients and lead us to that promised land. We shall
That version
not
of
rest
Midgar looks so
until
weird.
our dream is realized.
Guess that's what they plan to build in the Promised Land.
That it?
Meteor. Getting Sephiroth.
No! Sephiroth.
Oh dear, oh dear. A man of my refined taste running out of butter. Short of its proper accompaniment, this tea might as well be boiled pond water. No, it couldn't possibly have been.
Crazy ass thing made me want to puke. And not just because of the presentation, but the content too. Ought to come with a warning. That ain't for kids.
That wasn't just a movie.
That huge meteor, what was that about?
Like I said, nothing you should show a kid.
Congratulations! You can call yourself a proud Shinra expert! Your mission is to go out and tell everyone about the wonders of Shinra. Next, you'll be visiting the repository for Shinra's expertise and know-how. Please make your way to the 62nd floor, the corporate archive.
What the?
Who's this guy?
Greetings and welcome. Avalanche, I presume. My name is Hart, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I've come to escort you to Mayor Domino, per his request.
The mayor of Midgar? The empty suit that's just a mouthpiece for Shinra?
Yes. The mayor of our dear Midgar. The most magnificent city ever built. That Mayor Domino. The visual entertainment hall has been experiencing technical difficulties of late, and he suspected that these difficulties might impede your progress.
So what does the mayor want with us?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him that yourself.
Not weird at all,
Guess
considering
we're
we broke
supposed
in
to
here.
follow. Look at this place. So what? You telling me the mayor's some kind of crazy bookworm?
Wait, this is all on one floor though? Because I can clearly see another floor up there. some big books.
Through here.
If this is a trap, you're a dead man, you hear?
The mayor is waiting.
What if I go wandering around though? I
The
see a
mayor is
chest.
waiting.
Is that a chest on the other side? It's something.
Where do you think you're going?
I want treasure.
This can't be right.
Ah, wonderful. You finally made it. I am the mayor of the great metropolis of Mako. Domino, at your service. I must say you three haven't exactly been discreet.
Huh?
I wonder who's been cleaning up all your messes.
What the hell's going on?
Come on, think about it. You've been caught by security several times, walked in front of every other camera, and scared an accountant half to death. You hear the alarm? No? You're welcome. I can only assume your cell wasn't looped in. I am Avalanche's man on the inside.
Say what?
Huh. Is it really that surprising to you? You've seen where they put me. The mayor of the greatest city in the whole wide world, tucked away in a secret broom closet in the damned archives. The nerve. Those stupid Shinra pricks thought I'd just shut up and accept their treatment. But they were wrong. Dead wrong.
Huh. Well, this ought to make things easier.
We need to break into Professor Hojo's lab.
What? Why? You mean you're not here to give President Shinra his comeuppance?
We're here to save a friend who was taken.
But the president's gonna get his too, if I have anything to say about it.
Well, I don't particularly care what you end up doing, so long as it hurts Shinra.
Great.
So, I can get you as far as the 64th
Eric's made a new
floor.
friend already.
Hold up. You telling me that that's the best you can do?
That is indeed the best that I can do.
But you're the mayor.
But you're the mayor? Does this look like the office of a mayor? I'm a glorified librarian, nothing more. They don't even invite me to their meetings. Sorting records and reports, that's all I do. My hands and fingers have more paper cuts than skin. No one knows my pain, my daily torment. They've made me a pathetic shell of a man.
Okay. They did you wrong like us, but we'll make it right. So just calm down. Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths.
Let me see that key card of yours. Here you are. You can now use it to access the recreational facility on the 63rd floor.
And then what are we supposed to do?
You look for a fellow Avalanche collaborator. Identify yourselves and he'll give you a key card to the 64th. The countersign is... The mayor is the best! Midgar's mayor is nothing less. Everyone says he's cooler than the rest. Just say mayor to the guy, and if he goes, the best, with gusto, then you found your man. You got it?
Sure.
If you think you've found the collaborator, say Mayor, and see if he says the best. You got it now?
What are these certificates here? Can't really read them, they're all blurry. Got trophies too.
I still can't believe the mayor is working with Avalanche.
Would have been nice to know. Idiots at HQ should have kept us in the loop.
Ooh, money. What are we gonna spend this money on? I have no idea.
Mayor, very bad.
What? Is there anything else hidden out here?
Motto, explosive. Stigma, very bad.
Where exactly are we going? Why is this? Whoops.
So, about this precious promised land of yours. Come now, Aerith. You misunderstand my intentions. I wish only to satisfy their material greed, so I can be left to pursue my great work. Our great work, my dear. You're the spitting image of her now. I regret it to this day. If she had only trusted me instead of trying to run, it could have played out quite differently. What a terrible tragedy, to lose the last of the pure-blooded ancients. Though not completely, would you like to see your mother? Albeit through the lens of one of my microscopes. Did you really think we'd leave such a precious specimen to rot in the gutter? We collected and cataloged every last bit of her. Hair, skin, organs, every fragment of every bone. As breathtaking in death as in life. As you, my dear. Ifalna was elegance, right down to her cellular structure. And there it is, that same elegance. Oh, yes. Time for yet another meeting. Sit tight. I won't be long.
Here's the 63rd floor, where loyal Shinra employees relax and recharge.
It's pretty late, but I bet people are still here dealing with the aftermath of Sector 7.
It's their own damn fault.
Stay focused. We need to find this guy.
Yeah. Guess I better get working on my conversation skills.
Avalanche must have used some heavy-duty explosives to do that kind of damage.
And you can still smell it in the air. Most roads are choked with debris, and access around the Undercity remains extremely difficult. Dangerous. Over there is a group of local residents.
They look busy.
Plate did just fall.
What kind of particulates in the air?
Seeing them like this somehow makes me feel a little bit better.
Support is getting overwhelmed by calls.
We'll have to resort to AI operators.
Let's find our contact.
AI operators.
Not seeing any security around. One less thing to worry about. Where are you, Mr. Collaborator?
I think we just need to start talking to people who look the part.
Remember, say mayor.
If they say the best, then we have a winner.
Better catch up soon.
Head is spinning. Hello there. So, what'll it be for you today?
The mayor.
Mayo? Sorry, we don't have any here. Come on, why don't you eat something hearty? It'll give you energy.
This is terrible. What do we do?
Today we welcome a special guest, Shinra's Director of Public Security, who has an important message to share with us.
Everyone here at Shinra is deeply saddened and outraged by this unconscionable act of terrorism. But at the same time, we will not be cowed by threats or violence. To the people of Midgar, I make this vow. We will find the villains responsible and bring them to justice. Are you listening, Avalanche? You cowardly dogs! Run all you like. Shinra is coming.
Do you think the other plates are in danger?
Is it true that Wutai is gonna attack us again?
We should be safe from right?
Just knocking chairs all over the place.
Are you military? Cool, cool. I guess things have been keeping you pretty busy around here. You found the guys who did this yet?
The mayor.
Huh? What about the mayor?
Never mind.
No, I'm gonna be here a while longer.
The mayor.
Hey, shush. I'm on the phone. Still haven't put all the fires out?
How come I can only ask certain people?
Just leave me alone.
The mayor.
No.
Knock over every single chair possible. Who else haven't I talked to? Oh, what was that? Didn't see a person lying down there.
The
Mayor. Yeah, I didn't think that would work.
The hell's that?
Combat sim. You can use it to train for battle in a virtual space.
Does training in that thing really make you better?
You work here? I don't recognize you. Can I help you with something?
The mayor.
Is the best. I was told
Oh,
to
we found him.
need access to upper floors, right?
That's right.
Before I trust you with this key card, I need to see what you can actually do.
Say what?
Do you know what would happen if you got caught? We're putting our lives on the line here. Prove you're worth it. We have a state-of-the-art combat simulator. It can provide a real challenge, let me tell you. If you beat the sim, then the key card is all yours.
Where would do that?
You're gonna train in a sim at a time like this?
Scarlet's theme?
Welcome. What would you like?
Mithril saber. Got new weapons, or at least one. Huh. So what's this thing's specialty, I wonder? Looks like at the start it has more magic. Yeah, I guess it's a magic one for Cloud. Hmm. Not bad, I guess. Gonna lose a Materius Thought. But I guess we have steel in there, so we can switch to this one. I guess I'll use this until we get Blade Burst. Oh, nice! Ranged attack. Attack is actually not that much lower than the Iron Blade, really. Losing out on defense and shit.
You're military, right? Can you give me any tips for doing
Well,
better this
well. You gonna call it quits?
No, I guess we just go in. Three-person team versus Mayor is best. I guess there's gonna be more after this. Ow.
Coming at you hard and fast!
That sucked.
Shit. Whoops.
It's on you.
Taking over. Now.
Easy.
That's the way to do it.
Having them all free like that, it just kind of reminds me of original just winning battles. Is that it? Wait.
All right, I've seen enough.
See,
I'm a man of my
Hadley's
word.
icon there.
Here, this key card will grant you access to the 64th floor. You can use the elevator to get there. Once you're up there, just what is it you plan on doing?
We came to get one of our friends.
Oh, there he is.
She's being held in a research lab somewhere.
A lab? Then she must be with Professor Hojo. It won't be easy to get to her. Access to R&D is limited to authorized personnel only.
We'll find a way in. Know where we can find Hojo?
A board meeting is scheduled to start soon. It's being held in the main conference room. President Shinra, Professor Hojo, and the other directors will be in attendance.
Think they like surprises? We can even take the president as a hostage. Think of the leverage.
Try it, and security will be on your asses in seconds.
We need to find out what they're planning.
So you want to spy in their meeting? I have an idea. Head to the men's restroom. You can climb into the air ducts there. They go all the way to the conference room.
Do you know
Thanks
that?
for the tip.
Cannot be used during battle?
Cloud, I've been waiting for you. You haven't forgotten me, have you? I'm an intern in the R&D division here. I took the liberty of hacking into the executive's private network to monitor your progress through the building. I will support you in any way that I can. I sense a surge in trust. We should keep this brief to avoid suspicion.
There's no new ones in
I
there.
look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
So we didn't get any new ones? I really wish we can get that, but I don't think we're gonna have enough to get in and do it. What do we have for some of them? Binding? Revival. That's just, it's not gonna happen. AP up got disconnected from it a while ago. I guess because I'm using this weapon. Shit. Didn't even think about that before. Right, we haven't been using it either. I have to make her learn this one quickly then. Wouldn't happen to have... no, it wouldn't. I guess for now it's fine. Why don't we just move these? For now. Damn, I don't see myself mastering Revival anytime soon though. But what's available in here? I thought he would have added VR missions too, but I guess not. Oh, we got a whole bunch of ones in here. Cogbangle, bracers, skill up, and EXP up. Dragon Prince in a one-on-one fight. Oh god. Oh my god, he's got his little sword on his back when he's a frog. Not much I can do here. $13 damage.
Calling fire.
Oh, this is gonna take a while. He can block as a frog. Shit.
All right. Ah! Shit. All good.
Damn it. I think you can block that.
No escape.
Yeah, I should be saving my MP for healing, but that should get him staggered a bit.
Let's do this. Need a light.
There we go.
Let's go.
Oh shit, there's multiple fights again, obviously. 5 of them. Enemy skills can be learned from this monster? Oh, skill learned already. I guess it's the ice thing. Weakness to fire as well.
I'm waiting. Bring it. No holding back.
Damn it.
Try me.
It's the first time I've used that counter attack.
Calling fire. Bring it. Do your thing.
Oh shit! The amount of damage I'm taking from that thing. I didn't even realize.
Come on. See ya. That it?
God, this is gonna be hard to get through. Is this all 3 characters? This freaking guy.
Come on. Come on. I'm waiting. Whatever. It's on now. Get ready. Shit.
What? I dodged.
Say goodbye. That's it. No holding back.
Okay, that time you didn't get stunned as long.
That'll do. I'm through with you.
I was rolling. God damn it.
All good. Let's finish this. It's over. Let's go. Say goodbye.
Okay, he just went right through that.
Let's do this. Not bad.
I think it was pretty easy compared to the others. Shit, I have to do one of these alone. Just have some MP back.
Fry. There. Let's do this.
Hit it.
Get ready. Bam. All right. You're mine. I'm ending this. Great.
Nice.
That it?
Now this is gonna be tough with the other two, I think. Oh god. Why am I doing these? Like seriously. God damn it. You can't even, like, dodge it. It's irritating. He can roll as a frog. Shit, I should have given him healing.
Ain't done yet.
Yeah, this is gonna take a while.
Bringing the heat. Come get some. Want some more?
You can dodge that.
Ain't no thing. What the hell? You scared of something?
Damn it.
Gotta stay on top of this. It's all good.
Who's he getting hit by there?
Gotta catch you sleeping. Jump on it, asshole. Yeah.
That should do, man.
Let's have us some fun.
I'm sure this would be much easier if you like use your materia, like change it around just for these tournaments. That I'm far too lazy for that. So I'm just gonna half-ass my way through these.
And don't come back.
It seems like fire is the main weakness to most of these guys.
Is that all you got? This ought to do the trick. Stop on this! Here's a little something to perk you up.
Oh, man. Wow.
Want some more?
Wait, is that healing him? I thought it was sealing that much health from... Whoops. So that doesn't work against ghosts very well.
Don't stop now! Check out this shit right here!
he's using it. I see. He uses the healing one and does that. That's where I learned that from.
It's all good.
God, this is taking a long time.
Suck on this! This ought to do the trick. Bring it on!
Oh shit.
Yeah! A little pick me up. Damn it! Not good enough. Don't look now, but it's about to get real. Y'all about to see one hell of a light show.
Probably should have saved that. But oh well. This guy just have to stay away from him, right?
Kiss my ass! Keep pouring it on! Here's a little something to perk you up. Yeah. Suck on this! Bring it on! Stay down, asshole! Golden opportunity right here! Want some more? Ooh, gotta love it! Stay down, asshole! Choke on it, asshole! Golden opportunity right here! Want some more? Oh, you in trouble now! Still? Check out this shit right here! Want some more? Suck on this! Yeah! Shit hurts, no! This ought to do the trick. You scared of something?
Wonder if the other move works. I would, well, let's try it. Let's see how much damage it does to him. Or do you need to be hurt for it?
Gotta stay on top of this.
No, it's actually doing quite a decent amount. Holy shit.
It hurts, go! And there you have it.
Enemy skill is pretty good in this game, it feels like, even though we only have so many skills.
Bring in the heat! This ought to do the trick. Here's a little something to perk you up. You ain't getting out of this one. You're done. This can't be it. And don't come back.
We're getting there.
Something now.
Oh shit.
Suck on this.
Cloud did that much more damage? I guess he's more magic focused at the moment. Shit. In silence. Although, I should be, yeah, I can still use this stuff.
This ought to do the trick.
Works on robots too. Ow.
Bang, bang. Damn it. Got a whole heap of land with your name on it. Want some more?
Ow. Probably heal up. Can I get away for like 2 seconds?
Kiss my ass! Don't look now, but it's about to get real. Gonna make your eyeballs pop. Coming at you hard and fast. Suck on this. Ooh, gotta love it. Come on, hit. It ain't done yet. Bang, bang. Suck on this. Gotta love it. Here's a little something to perk you up. Gonna make your eyeballs pop. Want some more? Suck on this. That thunder I hear? Asshole! Choke on it, asshole! Ain't got nothing on me.
Getting all these bracers. Tifa versus trainees. Oh, I'm a little worried about this one. I don't know if Tifa's like prepared for this. Especially the early ones here. I guess if it's just her, I could use haste a lot.
Let's turn it up. Gotta be smart. There! Come on! Let's go!
God damn it.
Gotcha! Bring it! Let's do this right.
Damn it.
Bingo! Yeah! Ha! Gotcha!
Just nothing really to defend herself with.
Gotta be smart. Damn it! There!
What? Why is it that no matter what I do to him, he can hit me with that?
Gotta be smart.
Her frog has a skirt on it. Or like shorts. Actually, it doesn't have a skirt, even though, like, I guess she kind of does, but.
Nothing to worry about. Keep it up. Head up. Bingo. There. Ha. Ha. Come on. Yeah. Ha. Would kill for a shower.
I gotta remember to start using her new move, but I guess I'll use it in this one.
We can do better.
Damn, what? That just do 1,000 when she blocked it?
Let's do this right.
What does True Strike do? You stagger.
Got your number.
Of course I missed. Oh?
Finish him off. Let's go. Gotcha. Come on. Gotcha. That's the way to do it.
Okay. Kind of worried about some of the later ones, but actually I'm worried about this one too. But she's got a good roll. Better than Cloud's roll.
Nothing to worry about. Bring it. Gotcha. Go for it. I see it. Gotcha. Bingo. Go for it. There. Got your number. Pour it on.
Man, she can interrupt a lot.
Gotcha.
At least on this guy.
Got your number. Get down. Yeah. I see it. Gotcha. Yeah. Keep it up. Okay. Bingo. Go. Gotcha. There's no escape.
Wow, he's actually easier than I thought he would be. The robot's probably going to be the biggest pain for her. I expect this guy's going to be about normal.
it up. Okay. Gotta be smart. Worked up a good sweat.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough right here. Kinda have to hope for someone to come out. Although she could break the arms pretty well, I think.
Nothing to worry about. I'll be fine.
Getting in is gonna be tough. Can't even roll out of that shit.
Do this right. Bring it! Gotcha! Let's go!
What is he doing?
Get down! Gotta be smart. Come on! Okay! Finish him off! Take that! Gotcha! Okay!
Okay, this is not as hard as I thought it would be. There we go.
That's the way to do it.
So we got a bunch of defensive things. Everyone leveled up once. We need to go into the other ones after I level up my stuff. Also, are these things any good that we got? Cogbangle's better than one he has, actually, Gothic. Right? It's got 3 and this one's got 3. Supreme and Rune are more focused. I'll go with the Cog one for him. The Rune one's better than his. Actually, his defense is a lot lower than it should be. Maybe I should give him the Cog one. So I think did she learn her move? Yeah. Now I gotta figure out what I want to use. I like having all the slots. But I kind of like having a second one mixed. I think I'll probably use these ones, Sonic Strikers again. How about Cloud? What's he at? Oh, he learned it too. Yeah, the magic attack on that one is insane. Now we gotta go through all this crap again. Why do I keep leveling up the nail bat? I haven't used hard edge at like all either, except when I first got it to earn its ability. Guess I'll go fully into magic power with that one too. Just curious. It's not that different. I can never tell with the materia in it. That one does have a lot more health. No, I'll go with the Gatling gun for now. Probably go rest. I was just fiddling with stuff.
You're gonna train in the sim at a time like this?
Before we go back in, I'm gonna take a small break to the washroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back.
Want to believe there's something. You're gonna train in the sim at a time like this?
Okay. Two-person team versus high flyers. Airborne. I'm gonna do something crazy and go Barrett and Tifa. Just because I feel like if... Oh, well, please don't look airborne.
I got this. It's on you.
Okay, now they're airborne.
Give them
Oops.
hell.
Not what I wanted.
Guess it's my turn.
I got this.
Ow.
Oh yeah, another one in the bag. I'll do it.
That hit. Too easy.
Bring in the heat. This is gonna stay. Ooh, gotta love it. I'm counting on you.
Let's go. Give him your all. Feel it. Keep it up.
Nothing's gonna
They actually make a pretty good team against flyers here. Nice on the big guys, and on the small guys. Although the small guys are easy.
Chill out. Catch you sleeping. You got this.
All set. Gotcha.
And there you have it.
This one is much easier than the single one.
Give them hell.
Okay, let's go. Ha! Come on. Gotcha. Get back. Hurry on. You're up.
All right. Watch and learn. I'm counting on you.
Now fly.
Nothing's gonna stop.
I had a feeling these two would be good against the flyers. Ice and wind.
Kiss my ass. How about an ice cold can of whoop ass? Give them hell.
Let's go. Ha!
Need my help, do you?
Get up.
Uh-oh.
I'm still kicking.
Give me your best shot.
I'm counting on you.
Don't get too complacent here.
That sucked.
Oh.
You're up.
I'm up for anything.
God.
What's up now? Sorry. Go.
Let's go.
Always did like a challenge.
Bring it. Help us out. Good luck.
Oh, shit.
I got this.
I'm guessing it's doing percent damage is what the problem is here.
You're up.
You need me, huh? I'll hang back.
Let me handle this. Bring it. No need to panic. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll do it. Time for a serious ass whooping. Hard on the bang.
Hard and fast. Let's go.
Skill master material improved.
Maybe dial it back a little.
Skill up. What does skill master do again? Slightly fills ATB when multiple. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that's actually working though. Oh no. Okay, time for the last one. Team Ragbag? See, how come there are only 4-star difficulties? I got that in the other place, too. Like, how do you get the max level difficulties?
No escape. See ya. Not bad.
About damn time. You ain't getting out of this one. Don't say I didn't want it. Yeah. Give them hell.
Hang back. Try this. You're mine.
Hang in there.
Deal with that.
Need my help, do you? Bring it home.
Let's go.
Free.
yourself.
My going in. Try this. You're mine.
God, the stagger is so small on him.
You don't mind if I fill you full of holes.
Here it comes. Going in. Going all out.
Got his limit, but we'll save that.
Here it comes. You're done. That'll do. Enough.
Worked up a good sweat.
No holding back.
Shit.
All right, watch and learn.
Steady.
Catch you sleeping. Come on. I'm counting on you.
I'm waiting.
God damn it. These guys just keep running around.
Taking over. Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? Don't stop now. You're up.
Let me handle this. It's on you.
Let's do this.
It's not over yet.
About damn time. Yeah. Give them hell.
All set. Good luck.
My turn.
Shit.
Give me your best shot.
Have fun. Deal with that.
Guess it's my turn. Kick mine.
Bring it.
I'm
Let me
counting on you.
I see it.
Yeah, something.
Finish him off. Yeah. Bring it. Get in there.
Watch this. So low. It's on you.
About damn time.
I'm waiting. That it?
Don't think you'll walk away from this. Yeah.
You know what? I just realized the limit reset for Cloud. as well just use hers. Regular smogger? What?
It's on now. After you.
Yeah, I'll do it. So now. Bring it home.
Let's go. Watch yourself.
Great.
That was an easy round.
That's a win.
Is it that one robot over there?
No holding back. Don't overdo it.
All right, watch and learn. Give them hell.
Barrett didn't get a spell off. God damn it.
You're up.
Let's do this.
Give your best shot.
Buzz off.
Guess it's my turn. You got this.
Let me handle this. It's on you.
My turn. Take the lead.
About damn time.
There.
Suck on this. Don't you let up now.
God, I hate what this guy does like this. It's so hard to hit him when he's staggered.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'll do it. Suck on this. Bring it home.
Let's go.
My turn.
Bring it.
Here we go.
Easy. Man, I've been fighting for like an hour in this virtual area. EXP up. Is that really important this late into the game though? What does it do? Is it EXP up for one person, or that's the way it was in the original? This is the amount of EXP earned. Oh, so it might be for everyone. Can we just stick it here? There we go. Why not? Here it is. After all that, did my thing go up any bit? I mean, it went up by a little bit, but I don't see my, I don't see me getting that max. Not anytime soon.
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information. I look forward to receiving all
So he doesn't have anything new, though? I didn't check
I
VR
hope
again.
you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
I'm surprised they mentioned Bamit then in the Tooltip area. It's weird.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel.
I'm counting on you to change shit.
I just had a feeling it would be in here, but I guess not.
I want to believe there's something we can do for them.
It's like they said on the news. They're just agents of Wu-Tai.
Don't know. We've been found.
Cloud? Huh? You're Cloud, right? Holy shit! It's cool, bro. We went through training together. Damn. So you're still alive and kicking, huh? Some of the guys heard you got smoked, but I told them it was all bullshit. Hey, sit tight, man. I'm gonna go get Kunsel.
Kunsel.
I'll be right back.
God, it's been like quite a while since we heard his name. He's from Crisis Core.
You okay?
Surprised he still works at Shinra after everything that he knew about like Zack and shit.
But you were just...
I'm good. Let's keep moving.
He seemed to doubt that Zack died and thing. Keep moving.
This is terrible. What do we do?
Wait, so where are we going from here?
Better catch him soon.
Heidegger. Oh right, we're supposed to go to the
I
rest
trust
room.
the narrative is intact.
Rock solid. The people have embraced the Wu-Tai Avalanche conspiracy wholeheartedly. I've almost come to believe it myself.
Wu-Tai's response?
So far, nothing. And if those cowards do react, all the better for us and our story.
Very well. Then we shall stay the course.
If I may, sir, there was one other matter.
Oh?
A message from our man Palmer. Damn it.
Barrett.
Yeah, I know. We came here to save Aerith. That's our first priority.
That's right. We only get one chance. Hojo should be at that board meeting, so that'll buy us some time. We need to plan this just right.
Oh. Conference rooms. What is this for? There's no door there.
Do you think that's where Professor Hojo is?
Where he should
Let's
be.
run in.
Can I help you?
What's the plan?
Little bit of recon. Need to find a way to infiltrate that room.
You hear the words coming out of your mouth. We just gotta find that bathroom so we can get into the air duct. Ask anyone here. They can point us in the right direction.
No thanks. We can find it on our own.
Sir? Are you sure you should be here right now? There is a meeting going on, you know.
Yeah. So what?
We're supposed to deal with the smell coming from the
Anything hiding out in any of these rooms?
conference room, remember?
You're worried about a little smell. Who cares about that?
You're gonna get in trouble.
Yes, what is it?
So that's where we need to go, but anything else hanging around here?
Did you see Sector 7?
I can't bring this.
You guys private security or something?
So they're discussing a reconstruction plan of the meeting?
Yeah. Director Flip.
Gotta be something in one of these boardrooms. Right?
Didn't have the staff.
I need something so stiff it.
good a hiding place for secrets and they didn't put any.
Where are you going? That's the women's bathroom.
Go in.
All right, I'll wait out here.
Huh? You can't hang out here.
Tifa, it'd be better if you waited inside.
Maybe, but this is... Oh, never mind. You're right.
Worry ass mirror.
Oh, thank God. No one's in here.
Love to show them what the ones down below look like.
Come on. Let's just find that duct.
Gotcha.
Look, I'm...
On guard duty.
Right.
So, can I go with you? Don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
Yeah, sure. Just follow behind.
We're not gonna have the awkward thing of all three of them in the vent. Never understood that in the original. They're all just fitting in there. They go to the right. No items or anything? Dead end.
I'm sure they're safe.
But we live right by Sector 7, and I keep calling and calling, but I still can't get through.
I heard that all the phone lines are down. It doesn't mean anything.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Depending on the board's decision, we may start 2 projects simultaneously, rebuilding the plate and the city. Members of the Urban Planning Division will likely take point on both. Director Tuesti has ordered teams to come up with 3, 5, and 10-year plans. Each team needs to come up with a detailed proposal and schedule. We're going to have to put a lot of man-hours into this, so we'll need to start ASAP. Does anyone have any questions at all? If not, then we'll wait for the director to return.
Are they actually gonna put something to the left here, or is it gonna be another dead end with nothing in it? Ha! Give me that. HP up.
This it?
I'm telling you, I saw him. With my own eyes, sauntering down the corridor.
We don't have time for this nonsense.
He was as close to me as you are now. The shock of it made me spill my tea.
Enough already. If there are intruders in the building, my men will deal with them.
But, Mr. President, sir, I swear to you...
Reeve.
Sir, I have the damage assessment for Sector 7, and I'm afraid the figures are catastrophic.
Spare us the doom and gloom. Was there anything else?
Well, sir, I've also drafted a reconstruction plan for...
Oh, jeez.
Not with the Ancient in our custody once more.
With respect, sir, I don't see how...
Two words, Reeve. Neo Midgar.
Midgar 2, this time it's personal.
In their promised land, we will build a new Mako-powered metropolis.
Mr. President, we still don't know for sure that the Promised Land even...
Professor Hojo.
The test results were within expectations. The specimen is somewhat lacking compared to her pure-blood mother, but for our purposes, she should more than suffice.
So she can lead us to the Promised Land?
Well, Mr. President, that remains to be seen. I would like your permission to secure her cooperation through more forceful means. Forceful, yet gentle. She is a precious resource that must be handled with care.
Personally, I've never had a problem with torture.
My armory is at your disposal should you require anything.
I had something more psychological in mind. Better to scar the psyche than mar the flesh.
Proceed as you see fit. However, you will not make the same mistake twice. Is that clear?
If I may, Mr. President, I have an idea how we might mitigate the risks. Simply put, we could have the Ancient reproduce. In the absence of a second specimen, we would need to identify an alternative mate. I would start with candidates from Soldier. These would, of course, include S and G types. Quite frankly, there's no telling what kind of properties a crossbred specimen might possess. So, what say you all?
Apparently, being evil means that that is too far.
If there is nothing else,
Mr. President!
meeting adjourned.
Please, sir!
I wonder now how Reeve got this job if he's the only one who seems to care about the people. Everyone else in this company is evil as heck. Like, how did he get in there?
Anything?
The man in the lab coat. Head of R&D. We follow him.
Okay. And then we kill the son of a bitch.
Not until he's led us to Aerith. That's the plan.
I just like the way these three stick out like a sore thumb and nobody seems to care that we're just wandering through here.
Walking the halls of this very building, who would have believed it? I wonder... Were I to arrange a face-to-face... how I should like to meet their offspring. But that can wait. First, we must have answers. A simple psychoactive agent should suffice. Nothing likely to cause any long-term damage.
Let's go.
Right.
I haven't saved in a while, actually. Oh, there's a rest area up ahead. Not that we really need it, do we? Oh, maybe we do. I guess switching all my stuff is probably mess with my health. Oh, multiple on sale.
So first, or perhaps instead, this one. This is definitely the one.
Don't move. I ain't bluffing.
What is this?
A dozen bullets in your head, unless you open that door right now.
Really should just shoot him. I guess it wouldn't stop a lot of things, but would eradicate a tiny bit of nuisance.
You must be the ones who've been stirring up trouble lately. The eco-terrorists? If so, I can't imagine what business you have with me. The president's upstairs. Go on, shoot.
I like that he doesn't give a shit either.
Keep walking. None of y'all better move a muscle.
Do stop pushing. Unlike you, I am less accustomed to physical violence.
You'll get used to it.
What is it that you want?
Our friend. She's in your lab.
Really?
Tell us where Aerith is.
Oh, so she's your friend. Well, well, well. In that case, yes, that might do the trick.
Mind speaking up some?
It's nothing. Just imagining how she might react if I were to present to her your fresh corpses.
Oh no, bugs. You should have just shot him right here, like.
I promise. You will regret this.
Oh jeez. It's Cthulhu! Oh wow, we don't have like any of these things scanned. Obviously,
Bring it!
Allow me.
Okay, we don't have... Don't have any weaknesses to deal with here.
Get ready.
Need my help, do you?
What? I didn't get lifesaver up.
All set!
Let's do this. Taking over. Try this. Keep it together.
All right, watch and learn. Tip fire.
I guess the idea here is let's get rid of his claw with the...
I'm counting on you.
Hang back.
Oh shit. What's he doing? He's evolving. More tiny bugs. Are they the same? Yeah, I guess they are. So they have such a weird name.
Let's go! Gotcha!
Taking over. It's on you.
About damn time.
Ow.
All set! Let's go! Hang in there!
Let's do this. Here it comes. Don't overdo it.
Need my help, do you?
God, there's so many tiny ones.
I'm counting
Let me
on
handle
you.
this! Okay!
Shit. God damn it.
I got this. Take the lead.
Guess it's
Oops.
about damn time.
Okay, he's just gonna keep summoning the tiny guys, isn't he?
It's nothing.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's go. Ask for it.
I need to heal up. More babies. Stronger babies, maybe. Uh-oh.
I'm waiting. Come on. I've lived worse.
Barry, you got this.
We gotta switch it up.
Pushing it.
We'll get through this.
Okay, what happened to the healing?
Gonna pull back.
Fight through it.
Stay strong.
Works. I can't see what's going on.
Hope you're ready. Take the lead.
Need to heal up.
We'll get through this.
All right.
Shit.
Check out this shit right here.
No holding back.
Damn, that was a fun fight. I had some trouble getting healing off, but overall I felt like all three characters were really useful in that fight.
Mojo's getting away.
So it felt really fun. Damn. I am really hurt. Do we just assume that it's gonna heal us, or should we go for it? Best I just run it. Okay, just use a ether here. You guys need to have full MP just in case. Oh, pfft. Of course there's a bench here. I should have just been looking. Oops. Okay, I want to refill my drink, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. "13" makes his appearance.
Aerith!
Very impressive. I really must thank you for providing me such invaluable combat data.
Cocky little egghead, ain't you?
The results provided by my predictive models indicate that this force should be more than capable of handling you.
Y'all about to learn predictable.
We're taking Aerith back.
Oh, take her back, you say? Correct me if I am wrong, but did the girl not come here of her own free will? Or do you mean to tell me that she is your personal property?
She only came here to save Marlene.
I'm afraid you misunderstand. But I really can't be bothered to explain. This facility is home to extraordinary specimens that will change the world as we know it. Do try to be considerate.
Oh, jeez.
Suppressing!
Oh shit, I didn't want to target him first.
Take the lead.
Yes, it's my turn. Ain't no thing.
Okay, I don't mean to hit that guy, but if he wants to take all the shots, then go for it. Oh, what the? Ow.
Let me handle this.
Ow.
Take it over. Don't overdo it.
Need my help. Looks like your models got it wrong.
Yes, an unknown variable, perhaps. Well, no matter. Reinforcements will soon arrive.
But will they get here in time to save you from me?
Why are you a soldier?
Yeah.
No, not quite. Oh, now I recall. My memory was mistaken. My boy, you weren't a soldier.
Oh no. The ghosts!
What?
It's been a while since we saw them.
Phenomenon! What's happening? Where are you taking me?
What are those things up to this time?
Cloud!
Barrett.
Got it. Stand back.
You came for me!
Yep.
You good? I'm great.
What the? Lightsabers!
Thanks for saving my lead.
Did I Fallen Order was yesterday?
I got your number. Keep it together.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's thunder out here. You ain't getting out of this.
Seizing the open.
Gotcha. Keep it up.
Let's do this. Hurry up. Come on.
Ready?
Hit fire.
Oh, you hit the rescan?
You're up.
I can still fall.
Oh shit.
Mind taking over?
Hang back. Too bad.
Still it.
Deal with that.
All right. Watch it learn. You got this.
All set. Fine. Aerith, you okay? Thank you. No biggie.
Finally freed her. Red 13's like, I wanna come too.
The hell was that thing?
We need to go. Aerith!
What the?
Come on.
So, I don't know if we're gonna be using her anytime soon, but just in case. Oh, she is? Did we level up at some point? No, I guess we did. I'll wait until the next one for Barrett. God, we have to go through all this. This is gonna be fun. Let's start with the one she's using, because I still need to learn this move off of it. Try to make it bearable for her. I forgot she was learning a move when we left her. But I'm trying to remember. I think this one was the one that was like her main one for a while. I level them all up, but like I want to focus on ones. Magic boost of full MP. Again, this one doesn't have that many slots. MP cost reduction. Wow, this one's got the full amount. Okay. Sure, why not? What does she have on still? Not much at all. I should try to get her some stuff, but... Feel poison back? Like he's... Wait, he hasn't had poison on this whole time? Oops. Needs offensive magic. Take lightning from Cloud. I'm trying to set it up so that I don't need to keep switching later. How much would it, like, how long would it take to learn 300 for going to learn the new materia? Might not be the best, but should work out, I guess. Oh yeah, she still has that ice. Oh, okay, the ice is almost learned, so yeah, I guess it won't be too bad. Sure. Just so I got the colors back at the front. Okay. Get him, Red 13.
What? You want to go?
Stop. This child's a friend.
Good doggo.
So what the hell is it?
A fascinating question.
Oh, did it just talk?
King Doggo.
You asked what it is. I am that which you see before you. Nothing more. I'd appreciate it if we simply left it at that. Agreed?
13?
Red 13. The designation given to me by Hojo.
Then you must have another name. What is it?
He got away.
So, we're gonna go get this son of a bitch.
Don't know. I'm kind of hurt. Didn't even do an animation.
I have come for you.
Together we will reclaim our world. Mother, they have come again.
Barrett just doesn't care.
You know, Reno, I think you might be due for some R&R.
You think?
Nah, I'm good.
What are we going to do about Sector 7?
We are going to do nothing.
Been thinking, was all that necessary?
Had we refused, someone else would have completed the task. We have spared that someone the burden of a guilty conscience. Perhaps that will ease yours.
Yeah, nope.
Let's try another tack then. They were a sacrifice to balance the scales.
Say what?
After everything we'd taken from the planet, we were due to give something back.
Do you actually believe that?
Does it matter? Yes, understood. The VP needs us.
Chapter 17.
Cloud. Oh, thank goodness. You're awake.
You okay?
Yeah. Where are we?
Where I lived when I was still a child.
I see
Are
a
you
chest.
okay? Maybe you should rest a little longer.
Reinforced staff. Oh, of course they're gonna give me a new Aerith weapon. Didn't even think about it. So I'm gonna have to learn this one in like one battle or something, and quickly switch to this one. I don't know how. ETB Lord. Okay, so what do we have here? Magical word. Allies who use ATB within it regain partial ATB from your gauge? That would only be good for having like her and Barrett near it, right? Cloud and Tifa would just be running around too much. I guess Cloud could do it with his ranged one, the blade one or whatever. Wait, what is that weapon level out of 250? Oh, is 250 the max amount of SP you can have? Interesting. Never noticed that before.
I don't want you to push yourself. We're all worried.
My mom and I stayed here years ago when I was just a little girl. The room looks exactly the same. Every morning, they'd come and take my mom away. I remember crying here alone.
Aerith, before we break out of here, talk to us. There's so much we don't know.
I'm a descendant of the ancients. That's pretty much it, really. Oh, but just so you know, that's not their actual name. They called themselves the Cetra.
We who were born of the planet, with her we speak, her flesh we shape. Unto her promised land shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence, may we take our place in paradise.
You know it.
Yeah, well, honestly, I thought that part was just a fairy tale.
Shinra thinks it's true. They've been searching for the Promised Land for a long time.
And they must think you can lead them to it. Can you?
Nope. Someday, maybe, I'll find it in me. But now, not even if I wanted to.
Even if you could, that land belongs to the... I mean, to you and your people. Shinra's after it because they believe it's rich in Mako. Mako they've got no right to claim. But they'll try to take it anyway, won't they? Greedy bastards will never stop. Okay, new plan. Y'all take Aerith and get the hell out of here. Me, I'm gonna go bust some Shinra heads.
Barrett, wait. You can't do that.
Freaking
Oh,
ghosts.
great! These assholes again. Probably some Shinra science experiment.
Whispers. Perhaps best described as arbiters of fate. They are drawn to those who attempt to alter destiny's course and ensure they do not.
Like capital D? Destiny?
The flow of the great river that is the planet, from inception to oblivion.
And you're saying that that flow is somehow fixed?
Yes, for it is the will of the planet itself.
So if we're destined for a bleak future, these Whispers will try to keep us on that course? Now wait just a damn minute. How in the hell can you possibly know any of that? Spouting that cryptic stuff, which could all be bullshit. I mean, ain't you a Shinra lab rat or dog?
I'm not a rat dog. When Aerith reached out to me, I found this knowledge of the Whispers.
Listen to me. Please.
Aerith.
The Shinra Electric Power Company isn't the real enemy. It started with them, sure, but I promise you, there's a much bigger threat. I just want to do everything in my power to help. All of you. And the planet.
Aerith, what are you not telling us?
I'm lost in a maze, and every step is taking me further from the path. Every time the Whispers touch me, I lose something, a part of myself. Follow them, the yellow flowers.
It's okay. We'll find a way out together.
Okay.
Weird.
Aha! There you are. Rick, what are you doing, man? Hey guys,
Freaking Wedge.
Wedge?
You're here?
You shouldn't be up and moving.
I'm feeling much better thanks to Elmira's cooking. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. Listen, any moment now...
What was that? An explosion?
HQ's running the show this time. They're raising hell to try and flush out the president. This complicates matters. That explosion just now put the whole building on high alert.
So now we're trapped in here?
Engaging lockdown protocol. No need to panic, little lady. See? You can still move freely within Hojo's laboratory. Find a way to the roof. An avalanche chopper will come to extract you.
HQ's bailing us out? I doubt it. Not after all the shit we've pulled.
I asked them really nicely. Like super duper nicely.
Thanks, Wedge.
Just get to the roof, okay?
Oh? I didn't ask him to do any of that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he did.
I'm gonna still chew him out for it later.
So, can we choose our party, or are we just... I guess we're just using these three. Evilman ring. I just feel like we're constantly getting that item.
Anyway, we gotta get to the roof, right?
And we can use the same elevator that Hojo did.
God, there's chests everywhere. Where I started today, I was thinking maybe you'd be able to beat this today, but I highly doubt it now. Got how much slower it was going to be here. Be lucky to get out of the Shinra building by the end of today's stream. I don't think that's going to happen either. Probably going to end up having to stop in the middle of action later. That's fine.
That elevator. Was it this way?
Yes, his odor still lingers.
What happened here?
Oh shit.
The little ones in the pods. Where did they go?
It stinks in here. Back there.
Now what do we do?
One thing we can.
A little sad we didn't get to hear that message when we look at Genova and Barrett goes, "Where the fuck's its head?" It's one of my favorite lines. Surprised they didn't go through that. What the hell? These things again.
Someone's picking a fight.
So go give him one already.
Way ahead of you. Take the lead.
Let me handle this. I'm coming.
God, it feels like it's been ages since we used her.
And catch. Tagging out.
I got this.
Gotta go for you.
That's that. Enough. Deal with that.
Oh, let's go. You're up. I'll take care of him. One more shot.
Oh yeah, she's 2 bars for that.
This one's for you.
Nice job. What? Shit! What the hell, Red?
What about the move? Yeah, I only got 10% off that. We gotta switch it to the new one and learn that move. Hmm. Thought there might be something over there.
Let's go.
Right.
Black Feather.
Hell is this place?
Hojo's treasure.
They really are playing loose with the whole floor thing.
Give to burn it all down.
How is this not more than one floor?
We need to get to the roof.
Look how far down that goes. Is that like, is that 467 down there? And what about above too? Oh wait, is the line gonna be here? There's Genova. Without its head.
What is that?
Genova.
Mother, together we will reclaim our world.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this.
Cloud?
Tell me, is it really you?
Don't deny me. Embrace me.
Can I actually see him this time? Yeah, I guess so.
A touching reunion.
Why does Cloud keep trying to fight Sephiroth on bridges? It never works.
Very, very good. And thus is the hypothesis proven correct. I can only hope you will continue not to disappoint.
Oh, jeez, where'd the rest of them go?
I'd better hurry. Test subject pods? Guess I can use these.
God, there's so many of them. The thing that's strange though is why does he have so many test subjects in Midgar? I thought that the point of them being in the reactors was because it's close to Mako.
Concentrate. Brace yourself. Nothing to it.
Wait, did I get turned around? No, I guess not. Poison. Keep finding poison in the weirdest spots. It's not like it's one you need multiples of.
Need a hand?
Thanks.
Guest member. Oh shit, I'm scanning these things. Probably because I don't think we had Quad the first time we fought them. Ow.
Let's do this. That's that.
You okay?
Yeah. Where are the others?
Nowhere close.
Let's go.
Still kind of wonder why they chose to make him like the guest party member. Like, I know he joins you late in this, but yeah, I guess it makes sense. They could have set him up differently than the other characters or something. It's kind of strange you don't get to control him. They could have just made it so you don't give him a weapon at this point, or something, and then you can kind of control him and do stuff.
If we flip that switch, we can get to the other side.
I may be able to do that.
Or they could have made it so that when he's in your party, at least you can use abilities with him, kind of like how Core works in 15. I'm surprised they didn't do it that way.
Will this do the trick?
Okay, you know what I just noticed now, and I haven't noticed the entire time playing? Is on the seat of the benches is a save pod from the old game. For some reason, I didn't realize that's what that symbol was. I kept noticing it and just not paying attention, because it rotates in the original. Boxes! I haven't seen boxes in a while.
What kind of freak show have they got going
Barrett.
on in here?
Come to rescue you, Barrett.
Need a hand? For how long?
Long as you get here.
Ow.
About damn time. So now. Come on. Yeah. Got a hold. I'm counting
My
on
turn.
you.
God damn it. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is.
It's on you.
Need my help, do you? Bring it home.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'll do it. You got this.
Hang back.
Did he just stop his spell?
Guess it's my turn. Still. Ooh, gotta love it. Ooh. You're up.
My turn. Get ready.
Oh shit.
Don't overdo it.
Need my help. Ain't no thing. Chill out.
Let's do this.
Shit is like they're turning out monsters here.
That's not far from the truth.
Oh, moth unit. These freaking things. We had to fight so many of these guys in the Crisis Core, it's not funny. Stealable items, Iron Maiden. I'll take that gamble. Damn, please.
It's on you.
Damn, we got interrupted.
Hang back.
How are you supposed to hit him with Cloud? Shit, I guess I can't steal from him then.
Daddy.
This is gonna sting!
What's up with his stagger? Hmm.
Want some more?
Failed to steal again?
I'm counting
Take
on
it over. Don't overdo it.
Yeah! I'll do it! What the hell?
Look, just give me the item and nobody gets hurt.
I got this.
Or maybe you do.
Get ready.
Ah, God damn it.
Need my help, do you?
Still Iron Maiden.
Take the lead.
Yes, it's my turn!
I'm waiting.
You're up!
Hang back.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you say so.
Guess we're out.
What's the plan?
First, we find Tifa and Aerith. Then we head for the roof. Should be an elevator somewhere. Didn't expect any of this, but we just gotta roll with it. Come on, let's go.
Oh, God damn it. Iron Maiden, defense 84? Damn, it's kind of a crazy one. Oh, but it's got no materia slots. That's why my stats are going all the way down. That's kind of rough. But it's kind of super defensive. Hmm. From a theoretical perspective, I could give it to Aerith. Then she'd be super defensive. Nah, I think I'm good. It's only if it was both defenses super high, I would consider it. But since it's just physical defense, nah.
The door seems to have locked. No going back.
What's this gonna be? Twin Stinger. Man, we're getting a lot of new weapons this late in the game. Except for, yeah. Damn, that is badass looking. Holy shit. Unleash a counterattack? I don't really use counterattacks, really. Oh, So it's a counterattack that special move is. Oh, whoops. Forgot to upgrade it first. It starts with decent materia slots, so maybe we get one. Yeah, so it's got full materia slots now. MP? Seems like max MP might be the way to go with it. Damage when guarding? I should probably put that up, just because that seems to be how you counter. Okay, so he only loses a bit of stats for it. I think it should be good. Let's see when it's slotted. Oh, when it's slotted, he only loses only loses defense, attack, and a little bit of health. Okay, found a better weapon for Cloud for now. Pretty cool looking. Okay, we gotta do something with the materia in it though. Oh, he doesn't have any other colors though. Maybe we'll do something like that. That's kind of cool. So the counterattack works by bringing out the other mode. And then trying to counterattack, but then also he's got a special move. It's gonna be tough to get used to.
Alright, now you're starting to impress me.
Oh. Look out!
We got him.
Yeah, keep it up, y'all.
Don't move an inch. We'll head down too. Be right there.
He looks so silly pulling those levers.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I think there's something over there.
Button. Big red button.
Hello. Cloud? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You okay in there?
No need to worry. We're fine. But what do we do now? I don't see any way out of this room.
Can you all hear me?
Hojo.
So, tell me, how are you finding the drum? You know it's filled with the most advanced technology in Midgar, if not the entire world. You should feel honored to see it firsthand. You'll also have the opportunity to take part in a rather ambitious experiment of mine.
What?
When all the pieces are in place, I will open the door to the third ward. Perhaps you can help me with necessary preparations. Given that you're already in perfect position to do so, I look forward to data both invaluable and instrumental.
Necessary preparations? What the hell is this asshole talking about?
Can't we just ignore him?
Love Barrett sometimes.
I'm afraid not. If I know Hojo, he won't let us out until we indulge his request for data.
He said something about a ward, right? I'm pretty sure I saw a door to one upstairs somewhere. So, you want to check it out?
You two will be on your own. Be careful.
Thanks. We will.
We'll be waiting right here. If anything happens, anything at all, you call us, alright?
Roger that.
I love that it says PHS terminal. The PHS is that thing that you have
You think Cloud's doing
in
okay?
FF7 to change
He's
parties.
been acting really weird lately. More than usual.
True.
Basically like a cell
But
phone.
it's Cloud. I'm sure he'll be fine. But what about you, Tifa? How are you holding up?
Huh? Oh, I'm fine.
First time we got to kick boxes. During fight song, I'm gonna be playing as Aerith just
I guess
to
this
get her
has
weapon
to be the
going.
third ward, right?
Think so. But it looks like the door's locked.
There has to be something we can do. Let's look around.
Gotcha.
What are we looking for? What is she doing?
Look! Now they can get across too!
We should let Cloud know.
Or do we just go ahead? Get this chest. Ah, boxes over there. How do they not see down there that it's letting them go through?
Cloud, can you hear me? We found the door to that ward he was talking about, but it's locked and we can't get it open.
All right.
About those preparations Hojo mentioned before. I think we're supposed to do something with that.
A central terminal.
Materia.
We were fiddling with some sort of control panel. Do you see a way to get across now?
All right. We'll make our way to the central terminal. Sit tight until you hear from us.
The hell kind of research is this?
The cataclysm that came from the stars, Genova. Hojo has devoted half of his life to her study.
I don't give a shit about any of that.
The experiments in this facility involve the enhancement of life forms and machines through the application of Genova biological data. Hojo's plan is to pit his subjects against us, thereby facilitating their growth.
So this asshole thinks he can treat us like his experiments.
I know what fate awaits these creations. Let us put them out of their misery. We must first find a passage that leads to the center.
You going down, one way or another.
Wait, Bert. Counter stance, that is.
I see you.
What?
No holding back. Try me.
Gotta love it.
See ya. I'm waiting. Here we go.
Damn.
About damn time. You got this.
I got Don't stop now.
Let's kick it up a notch. Ooh, gotta love it.
Don't not steal skill.
Want some more?
I see you. Bring it.
Oh yeah, we put parry on just to see what it's like. Oh. Damn.
Need my help, do you?
holding
I wish I could get him to attack Cloud. Like, what the hell?
Keep it up.
Say your prayer. Back up to war on the
Gotcha. Get ready. Come on.
Damn it.
Don't overdo it.
Oh, did he actually get a counter off? Oh, got it up to 80 already in one battle. Oops, I wasn't holding the button. Kind of pressed it and was like, why isn't it pulling? Can you get over there? Do something?
Now it's my turn.
Anything over there to do? No switch. I guess there's nothing over there for him to do.
There's no control panel. We don't have the means to go this way.
Want that materia?
Wait a sec. Weren't the girls right by the door to the third ward?
There are 4 switches. One for each ward.
Time materia. Already have that, but interesting having another one. Switch are we going for? 3, I guess?
What the?
Transfusion procedure complete. Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
You need to warn the others. Tell them to be careful. Very careful.
What did the other switches do, though?
Transfusion procedure complete. Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
Well, we don't have a way over there. So I guess I'm probably gonna have to do that later. I was just curious.
Transfusion procedure complete. Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
Tifa, you there? We accessed the central terminal. The door should be unlocked now.
Any one of Hojo's twisted creations could be in that ward. Be careful.
We will. See you in a bit.
Can't afford to lose focus.
I'll show you what I can do.
Here it comes! One more shot!
Oh, right, we still need to use this one more
Can
time.
you take over for me? It's over. I'll take care of you.
Worked up a good sweat.
Okay, so now Aerith can switch off that one, use this one. War attack, West magic attack. Her magic attack is already through the roof though. It's kind of crazy. It's another slot though. Refocus. Deadly dodge, I don't know how that would work for her. Magic up, even though it's only a tiny bit. 5%, it's not worth it. 10% MP, also not worth it. Learn a second prayer. Sure, ATB boosts. We know I haven't really used that one.
What is this place for?
There's a sadness.
Oh geez. Doggos. Big doggos. Would you experiment on the doggos? I guess so.
I really wish you wouldn't. It's on you. I'm coming. Ha! And catch. It's your turn. I got this.
How much of a boost does it give you?
Okay.
Oh, quite a bit. Also curious about something because I. You know, I thought you could charge that twice. I wasn't too sure about it.
Watch yourself. So it's my turn? Get started. Just a little should help. This one's for you! You can do it! Let me handle this! Give him your all! Go on! Yeah! Too late! Let's go! It's on you! Okay, let's go! Get him! It's over! Go on!
Okay. So I know this is gonna be anticlimactic, but I'm gonna be stopping soon. I'm just trying to think. Would it be? There's probably a save, like a resting area up soon. Yeah, something came up. I'm gonna have to stop. But we got most of the stream in, so it should be fine. Be nice if there was like a rest area up here or something. It just felt like a... Well, we'll probably have to fight something here, but...
You don't want to make me mad.
Jeez.
Good luck. I'll show you what I can do. Get him!
Just weird that this ability takes 2 ATB to use.
Show me what you can do. Can you take over for me? Bring it! Don't think I'll walk away from this! Yeah!
Shit.
Okay! No more games! It's over!
Are you kidding me?
I'll take care of them. it comes! One more shot!
I wonder if she can have 2 wards out too.
No surprises there. Look. Let's get across with those.
Okay, I think this is a okay time to stop. Sorry about this anyway. But yeah, something came out. Real life. Nothing big, but it's just people coming over and whatnot. A little anticlimactic to just stop here. I was hoping to find like a little rest area so it doesn't feel so abrupt. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Maybe I could do a small stream on the weekend or something if I get time to make up for it, but be back on Monday with more of this. I'll do, or maybe I could do an early stream on Monday. I'll think about it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Bye-byes. Oh, whoops, I did that in one post.